question can be found here. This 33,000 square metre food distribution centre in Warwickshire handles almost 200,000 home grocery deliveries every day, and much of it is chilled well below ambient temperature. The invention of refrigeration made an enormous difference to our society because it allowed us to control our food supply. So something like this, frozen carrots, was probably frozen just after it left the field, and since then it's passed through an unbroken chain of cold. Refrigerated lorries, refrigerated warehouses, all the way to us. And places like this gigantic freezer are part of that. And after being in here, I will never take frozen food for granted ever again because it's so cold. It's minus 22. Ugh. And when you stop to think about that, it's strange. How do you make this building so much colder than the ambient temperature here in balmy Warwickshire? The secret to this place is the same as the hidden workings of the fridge freezer in your kitchen. And it begins with something counterintuitive. The odd thing about the process of making something cold is that it starts with a huge input of energy. And that happens here. These are compressors. They're taking ammonia gas, and all the energy is being used to squeeze the gas to a high pressure, and at the same time that heats it up. So what leaves here is both at high pressure and high temperature. Next, this pressurised ammonia needs to be cooled down. Ammonia gas comes out of the plant room downstairs at 100 degrees C. And this is where it's cooled down. It's flowing through all these pipes up in the inside of here. And the water falling down is cooling it down much closer to room temperature. This is where the energy is lost from the refrigerant fluid, the ammonia. And by the time it leaves here, it's much cooler and it's a liquid. Crucially, even though the ammonia is now cooler, it's still under pressure. Releasing this pressure is the secret of how this vast warehouse space is cooled. And I can show you how using something very familiar. What happens is the same as when you have an aerosol spray and you spray it, and you can see I've got a thermometer here. If I spray the bottom of the thermometer, the temperature goes right down. This process is called adiabatic cooling. As the high-pressure gas leaves the can, it pushes outwards on the air around it and expands. But that push uses energy that can only come from the movement of the atoms, and so the expanding gas cools down. The exact same process happens as liquid ammonia is pumped into the warehouse. The high-pressure liquid passes through a valve, and still contained within the pipes, it rapidly expands into a gas, causing its temperature to instantly drop. Heat then flows from the warm air inside the warehouse to the much colder ammonia until they reach equilibrium, just as the second law of thermodynamics dictate they should. And since the equilibrium temperature is far colder than that at which the air began, this vast space cools down. Refrigeration works because you keep moving the goalposts so that heat only ever flows from hot to cold. No laws of physics are broken, but as long as you keep pumping a bit of energy in at the compressors, the refrigerators will keep working. As we saw, the process of lowering temperature requires energy. And this